From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A couple of weather events to look at this morning that will impact the West Coast and the East Coast this weekend. First, on the West Coast, moisture from Priscilla and the newly formed Tropical Storm Raymond will send rounds of heavy rain over parts of northern Mexico and into the southwestern portion of the U.S. from later today into the weekend and into next week. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that dangerous flash flooding is likely to unfold in the region. Priscilla peaked at a Category 2 hurricane on Tuesday, but the storm is losing wind intensity as it nears Mexico's Baja Peninsula. Steering currents will guide the diminishing circulation northeastward over northern Mexico by this weekend, but as the winds drop off, moisture will be maintained as a tropical rainstorm. Copious amounts of rain will fall on terrain in parts of northern Mexico, Arizona, southern Utah, western Colorado, and western New Mexico. The arid landscape, steep elevations, and rocky hard-pan soil prevent quick water absorption, which will cause some flash flooding and debris flows. Persistent and heavy rainfall will increase the risk of flash flooding through canyons, river valleys, and dry stream beds. Some troublesome downpours will fall on the southern California and southern Nevada deserts. The threat extends to cities such as Phoenix, Tucson, and Flagstaff, Arizona, Cedar City and Moab, Utah, Farmington and Gallup, New Mexico, and Montrose, Colorado. Rainfall associated with Priscilla will generally range from 1 to 2 inches over the multi-state region in the southwest. Since some of that may fall in a matter of a few hours, it can lead to flash flooding. In higher impact areas, rainfall of 2 to 4 inches is expected, with an AccuWeather local storm max of 5 inches will occur in parts of Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. Major flooding can result in these areas. As if the rainfall from one tropical rainstorm was not enough, another dose may follow, spanning Sunday and Monday from Tropical Storm Raymond. Raymond is likely to track into Mexico farther south than Priscilla, but its rain will still extend into parts of the U.S. Rain from Raymond will overlap the area drenched by Priscilla in northern Mexico and the southwestern U.S. This next round of rain may reach farther to the southeast as well. In either case, too much rain will fall too fast and lead to a new surge of flash flooding. Now, similar to Priscilla, rainfall totals of between 4 and 8 inches are expected in some areas, with an AccuWeather local storm max of 10 inches. Cities that could face the greatest risk of flash flooding include Tucson, Arizona, El Paso, Texas, and Las Cruces, New Mexico. In areas affected by both tropical rainstorms, rainfall totals may reach up to 8 inches over 5 days. This magnitude of rainfall could lead to significant river flooding, along with flash flooding of small streams, urban areas, and arroyos. The rain may ease drought conditions by providing a surge through area streams and boost some reservoir levels slightly. Of course, AccuWeather meteorologists are keeping a keen eye on an evolving situation off the East Coast. A slow-moving storm is brewing along the Atlantic coast of the U.S. that will strengthen and unleash wind, rain, and pounding surf over the weekend and into early next week. Tropical wind and rain could evolve into a named tropical storm, but it may turn out to be more like a powerful nor'easter that ramps up along the coastline during the winter months. The upcoming weekend is forecast to be vastly different than last weekend along parts of the Atlantic coast. It is shaping up to be very stormy and could be damaging and dangerous for some due to the risk of flooding and enraged seas. Now, in the Northeast, it's a bit of a different story as well as we roll towards the middle of October and the warmth that highlighted the past weekend, now a distant memory. Well, it's time to refresh the apple cider and pumpkin spice lattes. Autumnal weather will return in earnest this week to the Northeast with a noticeable chill arriving. A frost and freeze capable of ending the growing season are expected on Thursday night. Gardeners across central New York, much of Pennsylvania, and central New England should harvest or cover sensitive plants ahead of the freeze risk. Prior frosts and freezes have already ended the growing season over the northern tier. Those high temperatures from earlier in the week have now been replaced by a colder pattern advancing from Canada. The pattern will progress and escalate into crisp and cool Canadian air through the end of the week. Where the winds drop off and the sky remains clear, temperatures will plummet in the dry air. Scattered frost occurred around parts of the Great Lakes and northern interior Northeast in the middle part of this week. Widespread frost and freeze conditions are continuing into this morning and maybe throughout the weekend across much of the interior Northeast, with temperatures falling into the 20s in colder valleys. In the coldest spots, temperatures will dip into the 10s in northeastern New York and northwestern New England. Now, frost is not expected in downtown areas from New York City, Philadelphia, and D.C., which is good news for those still tending urban gardens. However, many suburbs will experience some patchy frost. It is probable that the immediate shorelines of Lakes Erie, Ontario, and Huron will escape a heavy frost, but a killing frost is forecast for the mountain valleys of West Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia upwards to northern Maine. Another frost may occur in some parts of the interior Northeast later on this evening, but the overall temperature trend should move slowly upward over the weekend. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.